Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and welcome back to another weight loss video. I hope you enjoy. Former fat people of Reddit, what were some unintended side effects of your weight loss? I can't rest my arms on my stomach when I cross them anymore. On the upside, better self-esteem. If I don't drink enough water on a given day, I feel like death. I have no idea how I survived all those years, barely drinking a glass or two a day. The same thing happened to me. It turns out that fat cells hold a lot of water in reserve. Also, high sodium intake increases water retention, so if you're eating nothing but fast food and TV dinners, you might not feel like drinking as often. I used to drink so little that I had late cramps in my sleep due to dehydration, and I still almost never felt thirsty. And now I have to drink at least half a gallon throughout the day, or else I'll feel like a raisin by the end of it. Really nice calves. You walk around carrying all that weight all the time. You don't even get calves, you straight up get cows, man. I lost about 100 pounds from a peak weight of about 325. The biggest thing is the skin. It stays loose. I'm much better off in that area than some people I have known, but it can still be frustrating at times. I don't know if you would call this one a side effect, but there was also a point where I realized that there were people who hung out with me, at least in part, because it made them feel better about themselves. Those tend to be the people that try to discourage you on your journey. It was weird. It made me reevaluate relationships. I lost some friends along the way. That everybody around you and their brother suddenly turns into a nutritionist or a fitness expert. I get cold easily, I don't snore anymore, and my daily headaches are gone. Yeah, that was fun too. I'm planning to lose another 10 pounds. Oh no, that's too much weight. Oh wow, I guess I was so busy listening to my doctor, nutritionist, and briefly personal trainer that I forgot to listen to the unsolicited nutritional advice of someone who, while dispensing said advice, is eating Nutella out of the jar with a spoon. Failure to float. The first time I tried to swim after losing about 30 to 40 pounds, I was surprised to discover I didn't float anymore. I just sank into the pool like a rock. It was terrifying. I went swimming on holidays this year and realized that my body wouldn't really float anymore, but the loose skin does float, which is also terrifying. I'm sorry, but I'm just imagining a flesh-colored jellyfish with the horrified human in the midst of it. It dropped from nearly 90 kilograms to 65 kilograms a few years ago. It took me a while to realize that my alcohol tolerance wasn't what it used to be and to take it easy. Also, if you look significantly different in your biometric passport photo and how you look today, you tend to get stopped at airport security. Though I usually get a congrats from the border guards when I explain that I lost a quarter of my body weight since the photo was taken. I had to buy new clothes. Meaning, except for socks, I had to replace my entire wardrobe because my fat clothes were falling off of me. It wasn't cheap. The mental fat person never really goes away. I always think I'm bigger than I actually am, and no amount of people saying how great I look seem to change what my brain thinks. 100%. I'm usually in a weight range of 200 to 215 pounds, depending on the day. I'm 6'1", so I look relatively normal, and I used to be 350 pounds. But if I have a bad day and I look in the mirror, I look 400 pounds. If I have a good day and look in the mirror, I look 140 pounds. It's crazy. On top of that, I'll often see random guys around my height, and I'll ask my wife if that's more or less what my body looks like now. She'll call me insane and say absolutely not, because they're usually significantly larger than me. But I'm rarely doing it for humor. I genuinely can't get a grasp on how I look and if I look alright, so I need to use others for comparison. Went from very obese to just overweight. The two big ones are that I get cold in the winter, and I walk so much faster than everyone else, particularly up escalators where I use every second step and power past. The former is a loss of insulation. The latter is having leg muscles that were used to carrying 140 kilograms plus a backpack for some years. They got strong. I'm still heavy now, but 30 kilos lighter than I was. Friends started to become weird over my weight loss successes. I'd start being told, oh, one night won't hurt, live a little. You're losing too much too fast. You're just gonna end up putting it back on. Trying to impress the boys, are we? Oh, Stone Cold 30 can't have that. She's on a diet. When I was offered some birthday cake, I didn't realize that me losing weight would be such a problem for someone else. That happened to me. I lost the friends who were relying on me being the fat one. One kept trying to sabotage me by bringing me cake pops, brownies, cookies, chips, etc. every time I saw her. It turns out that because she had just gotten engaged, I wasn't allowed to be thinner than her for her wedding. So I told her I could help her with her weight loss goals by helping her lose 185 pounds and walked right out of her life. 250 pounds down to 185 pounds. More heads turned in your direction. As someone who's been ignored for most of their life, you never really get used to it. Yeah, I realized I crossed some kind of threshold in my weight loss when women started smiling back instead of ignoring me. A smaller shoe size. It used to be women's 13 or 14, now I wear 12, 13. This happened to me too. Went shoe shopping and got the exact same shoes I was wearing because they're awesome, and was shocked that the size 8s that I wore at the time were huge on me. I had to go down to a 7.5 for the exact same shoes. I never knew that you could have fat feet. People telling me how bad I used to look. Like, thanks dude, I'm still the same person, you know. This right here is what surprised me the most as well. I knew I was a bit overweight, but when I lost 30 pounds for my wedding, people could not resist telling me how I used to be such a chunker and telling me all the places where they could tell there was less fat. When I wasn't seeing much difference really, just an overall slimming. It really hurt my feelings and kind of gave me body image problems, especially now that I put 7 pounds back on. What is wrong with people? I get fuller faster. I mean, it makes sense. You lose weight, your stomach shrinks, holds less food, and therefore it takes less to make you full. A weird side effect of that is that stopping weight loss is sort of an issue for me now. I hit my goal and suddenly I have to eat more in order to maintain my weight. I'm not eating as much as I once did, certainly, but actually upping my calorie intake after months of conditioning myself to eat less is hard. The result of which is, I weighed myself the other day and found I was like 3 kilograms down from what I'd intended. And not the worst thing in the world, and basically a free pass to eat more, but it's weird that post weight loss, that would be the hardest thing to balance. I can run really fast now, like incredibly fast. One moment I'm at one side of a room, and the next I cartwheel and barrel roll over the table out of the window. My family and friends are astounded. Just a few years ago, I was lumbering about like some sort of huge mammal. Now I'm just nya, whoosh, zoom. Everyone tells me to stop running, but why would I? I run everywhere. Just today, I ran to work and Fosbury flopped over a child. People are in awe, and I am too. That everyone's nicer to me, especially, and most ridiculously, doctors. Seeking medical care while overweight was a nightmare. I had to fight with every doctor to prove that any ailment I ever had wouldn't just be magically solved by losing weight. Sorry, dropping 100 pounds did nothing for my eczema. Seeking medical care at a normal weight, my concerns are instantly taken seriously and addressed in an appropriate manner. That everyone suddenly becomes an expert, and everyone suddenly becomes insanely concerned about your body. One time at a work party, some guy shouted to me, "Hey, there's pizza over there." "Oh wait, you don't like that no more, but we ain't got any salads." Mother frigger, I love pizza and everything else disgusting, and it takes everything I have to not eat an entire pizza every minute of my life. The one night or one meal won't hurt thing infuriates me too. No, one bad meal won't hurt. Hell, even a week of bad eating won't hurt, if I can get back on track. Having one thing that's bad for me has the potential to turn into days of binging and going crazy on bad food, because it reminds me of what I love and what I miss. Every bad thing I put in my mouth has the potential to be the catalyst to completely undo the 140 pounds of weight loss. And that brings us to the end of the video, Narwhals. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please tap subscribe to join our awesome community, the Narwhals, and for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. And here's our featured Narwhal of the day. Started exactly 3 months ago. Lost 16 kilograms and enjoying the active life. Still want to lose about 4 kilos more.